Alright guys, Zenless Zone Zero is releasing in like 2 weeks, and we are getting closer and closer to global launch. So in today's video, I'm pretty much going to discuss with you guys, is this game going to be worth the hype? Is it going to be worth it? And should you guys try the game out? So let's not waste any time and let's go ahead and hop right into the video. Now, the number one thing that people are looking forward to in these type of games is the combat and the gameplay, and of course in-game content. So me personally, I didn't even play the beta of this game, but I did see a lot of gameplay for Zenless Zone Zero, and I will say that this is very similar to PGR. It's like a fast-paced combat, and it's not really open world. So combat is very important in this game, and I do feel like if they do excel in the combat, then this game can be quite successful. Of course, it's made by Hoyoverse, so Hoyoverse has a really decent reputation when it comes to rewards. I will say when it comes to reward distribution in their games, it's kind of bad, but when it comes to animation, the quality is really good. So the fact that this game is made by Hoyoverse, this game is very popular, and a lot of people are looking forward to this game because it is made by the devs who did make Genshin Impact. As you guys can see, there's like this TV system where you're pretty much going, when you're entering battles, you have to go through these different TV screens, and honestly this looks annoying. So let's go ahead and read this. It says, in the story, you move through areas following along the main plot while defeating enemies and bosses. Hollows are the primary game mode of ZZZ, and where you'll be spending most of your time after you're up to date on the current story. Hollows are a roguelike experience that sees you play through randomized dungeons with a team of your choice for rewards. So you're pretty much selecting like three or four characters in like a team, and that team, it's like a roguelike system. So this is pretty much you just going up and down. It's like a maze, and whenever you enter one specific spot like television, you'll be able to enter a battle, or you're going to get buffs or etc. So the entire game is literally a roguelike system. That's what it is. And if that's the entirety of the game, then I do hope that they find some way to pretty much, I don't know, speed up the process for you to go from one television to another, because going from one TV to the next TV, that is really annoying. So if they just optimize this feature, because I don't believe that they're going to remove this from the game. This is like the core of ZZZ, so they're not going to replace this. This is going to stay in the game. I just hope that they optimize this feature and they just make it a lot less tedious. Now, when it comes to pre-registration rewards, they are going to give us 20 free summons. These are standard tickets, the master tapes, because when we come over here and look at the limited banner, it's like a rainbow color. So they are going to give us 20 free summons alongside with a free character. I'm pretty sure you do get 3 free characters. You get Anby, Nicole, and Billy. These are like the starter characters, the beginner characters, and then they're pretty much going to give us Angel Corrin for free, because we did reach all of the milestones. We got like 40 million pre-registrations, which is really nice. So we are going to get 20 summons in total. Honestly, I think the 20 summons is a great start, because for people who are going to reroll, 20 free summons alongside with rewards in game when you're pretty much progressing through the story, because at the beginning phase of every gacha game, we are going to get a lot of rewards, because it's the beginning of the game, and that's where you're going to get a lot of summon currency. So this is a really nice boost for players who are going to reroll. Me, I don't think I'm going to reroll, but 20 free summons, standard summons, is pretty decent. I did wish that they gave us some limited tickets. That would be nice, but we're only getting 20 free summon tickets. Now, the biggest thing that concerns me is the stamina, because we are going to need stamina to pretty much get resources to pretty much level up our characters. And I just hope that their stamina system is not as bad as let's say Genshin stamina system. I really hope that their stamina system is similar to Honkai Star Rail, because in Honkai Star Rail, if you don't play the game for, let's say, 3 days, then the stamina that you didn't use for those 3 days, they will be stored. So I'm really hoping that Zenless Zone Zero, they have this stamina system where if you don't play for a couple days, you'll be able to store up those staminas store up the stamina that you didn't use, and you can use that to pretty much do a huge grinding session. So I just hope that the stamina system is not as bad as Genshin's, because let's be honest, guys, Genshin's stamina system, it takes a long time to regenerate stamina in that game, resin, and they did increase the resin cap to 200, but the amount of time it takes to get resin in that game is a very long time. So stamina is going to play a huge role in this game, and if they poorly execute the stamina system, that can be a huge problem. So when we take a look at the gacha system, there is literally a 50-50 on the limited banner and the weapon banner. So the limited banner, you're going to get a guaranteed A rank character with every multi-summon. And I'm pretty sure they do have a soft pity. I think they do, but we have to wait for the game to release to see if they actually have soft pity or hard pity or whatever. But I'm pretty sure soft pity will start around like 70 or 80. Now, when we move on to the weapon banner, it is the same exact thing, but the thing is, you're only going to need 80 pulls. So it's 80 pity max on the weapon banner, but there is a 50-50. Now, I will say this weapon banner is a lot better because let's be honest, guys, for the Genshin weapon banner, it's pretty much 3 pity max. So you pretty much need like, I think 260 summons just to get a guaranteed 5-star weapon on that game. So just because there is a 50-50 on the weapon banner, I will say since the pity is less than the limited banner, it's 80 pity max. You pretty much need 160 pity in total to get a guaranteed engine. So I will say the weapon banner isn't that bad. It just really depends on, you know, how many rewards they give us and how good the rewards are in their events. If their events give good summon currency, then that wouldn't be too bad. But that's pretty much the gacha system in a nutshell. The limited banner, 90 pity max, and the weapon banner is pretty much 80 pity max, and it is 50-50 for both of them. Now, when we take a look at the stats, pretty much the gear system in this game, there's going to be 3 slots in total. This is how you're going to implement your gear. Now, for the first 3 slots, is going to be a fixed main stat. It's going to be flat HP, flat attack, and flat defense. And then for the last 3 remaining slots, that's where the RNG comes in. That's when you're going to get HP percentage, attack, defense, crit rate, and crit damage for slot 4. And then for slot 5, you're going to get penetration ratio and attribute mastery. And then for slot 6, you're going to get anomaly rate percentage, energy regeneration, and impact percentage. So you guys already know in these type of games, HP and defense are rigged. We always get those. Like, it's pretty obvious that it's like the rates for these type of games, the chances of you getting an HP and a defense is like 80%, and then for you to get crit or crit damage is like 20%. It's absolutely rigged. So what I do find interesting is there are elements in this game, and we are not going to get an element damage bonus. So that is really unique, and we are going to get, you know, pretty interesting stats like penetration ratio, attribute mastery, anomaly rate, and of course impact. So I wonder if those stats are going to be useful, especially for DPS characters or support characters. So I can't wait to test out those stats to see if they're really good or not. But I just can't wait to get absolutely shafted by these HP and defense rolls. It's going to be absolutely annoying and triggering. Now, when it comes to leveling up your gears, when you get a blue gear, the max level is 9, and then for purple, it's 12, and then for gold, it's 15. Now, when it comes to the set effects, you do get the element damage bonus in the set effect, but when it comes to like main stats, you don't get the element damage bonus. So as you guys can see, for Infernal Metal, you get 10% fire damage, and then for Thunder Metal, you get 10% electric damage. So you're only going to get the element damage bonus in the set effect. Me personally, I think that's really good because we don't have to really worry about, you know, getting an element damage bonus for the character, because we are getting that in the set effect. So it pretty much reduces the amount of stress we're going to have when it comes to grinding for gear in this game. So I will say the fact that we do get a fixed main stat for 3 slots, and then for the 3 remaining slots it's just RNG, it's really, really nice. So you only have to stress out about the 3 remaining slots, and then for the rest you don't have to really worry about it because it's fixed main stats. And then of course you're going to get the element damage bonus when you get the full piece set effect. Now they also have this feature where you're going to have pets, and these pets are pretty much going to implement buff to your allies. So if I take a look at this pet right here, it says that this pet is going to increase the crit damage of all agents by 28% and the crit damage of Cunning Hair's agents by an extra 28%. So these pets are definitely going to be extremely important. So it's pretty obvious that we're not going to get these pets through the gacha system. You're probably going to get them when you're participating in events or if you're clearing, like, let's say, in-game content. So this is a very nice feature. This pretty much allows us to get additional stats, which is really, really good overall. So those are pretty much all the things I wanted to talk about in Zenless Zone Zero. I will say that the game does have potential, and the release date of this game, it is a very nice time to release the game because in July, there's not a lot of things going on. I'm pretty sure in July we are going to get a 1.1 in Wuthering Waves. So that's like the only thing that's going to pretty much distract a lot of players who are going to play this game. But besides 1.1 in Wuthering Waves, there's not really, any other gacha game that's going to release around this time. So this is a perfect time to release a Zenless Zone Zero. And the game, I will say the game looks really nice. The animation looks nice. The quality, the gameplay, cinematic cutscenes, really, really good overall. But the things that worry me the most are, of course, the stamina system, in-game content, the gacha system, and of course the longevity of this game. Longevity is extremely important because if the game doesn't have any sign of longevity, then it's just going to become an entire Genshin Impact situation all over again. Players are just going to log in to do their dailies and they're going to hop off to play another game. So I just hope that this game is not the same exact thing when it comes to Genshin. You just log in, do your daily missions, and that's it. Hopefully there's something more to it, and it just brings a lot of hype and satisfaction. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys in today's video. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it. And I also have a main channel where I'm covering Wuthering Waves. So if you guys are interested on that main channel, make sure you guys subscribe to that channel and also subscribe to this channel as well. Can't wait for release of this game, and I will definitely cover this game on the second channel. And yeah, looking forward to the release of Zenless Zone Zero. I hope you all have a good one, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace.